2-2. Ellis needs to dial one in. Tension building here at Yakima County Stadium. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Ball game over. 2-1 victory. Pippins over Sweets. The final third of the season has arrived as we get ready for the last 18 games, including today, the final Friday home game for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Welcome into Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm Harmon Johnson, your voice of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Well, it's a special day today. Here's the Pippins get ready to host the Portland Pickles for game one of a 3-game series. Not only is it team poster giveaway night and a fireworks night after the game, but a very special partnership with Les Schwab Tires and Fred Meyer is going on right now until the end of the season with the Yakima Valley Pippins. The Pack a Backpack Drive has started, and for any fans that are coming to the games either this weekend or for our last 6 home games during the next 2 midweeks, you can bring school supplies, and for every $10 of school supplies donated, we will be giving you a free general admission ticket for either that night's game or any game in the future until the end of the season. There'll be donation boxes at the gates for you to bring your school supplies into, with all donations benefiting the Yakima School District. It's a great way that the Pippins are giving back to the community, just like their Alzheimer's Awareness Night. It is bigger than just baseball with the Yakima Valley Pippins. Well, coming up on Pippins pregame, I had a chance to talk with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier about how he recovered during the All-Star break and what it means to him to be a part of something like this, the Pack a Backpack Drive. Stick around. You're watching Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Welcome back to Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. I'm here with Pippins head coach Garrett DeGallier. And first of all, how was your All-Star break? What'd you do to pass the time the 4 days Pippins weren't playing?
I spent time with my wife, very simple. It was great to see her, and I owe her a lot of credit for allowing me to be able to do this summer. So it was awesome to see her for a couple days.
These guys coming back from that extended break, of course, Ty was up there pitching in Bellingham. How do you get back into the groove of baseball with 18 games left to go this year?
Oh, the groove is simple. Show up and be ready to play, man. Whether it's game 1 or game 52 or game 41, it doesn't matter. The game is the game. So, you know, our guys have an incredible opportunity tonight, again, at fireworks night with the Portland Pickles in town, a great opponent, and, you know, a lot to play for the rest of the season, regardless of there's 18 or 2, it doesn't matter. A lot of guys with unique stories in that room, and each and every person on this roster to finish this season with us has an incredible story to tell and a lot to play for moving forward for the rest of summer. So the game is the game.
Has it settled in yet that we are only 18 games left until we're done?
I wish we had another 56, man. I love doing this every day. I love being around this organization and the guys, and, you know, I wish this summer would last for the entire year. So, no, it's, you know, I wish it would last forever, but obviously it doesn't.
Tonight starts a program with Les Schwab Tires and Fred Meyer, a Pack a Backpack rally until the end of the season. We had Alzheimer's Night in June. What does it mean to continue to be a part of something bigger than baseball?
It's all about service, and not only communicating to our guys that it is important to always play for something greater than yourself, but, you know, it's also part of being a part of an organization or this team is the service that you can do for others and uplifting others and being in service in whatever way that looks like, you know. So obviously tonight, Pack a Backpack night, which is very, very important to serve the community of Yakima, and, you know, awesome night to come out to the yard. It's fireworks night and a phenomenal charity service happening here, and, you know, we're going to put the best product we can on the field tonight to go win a ball game.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining me, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Harm.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases, old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Welcome back to Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery. Now it's time for your Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup. Banner Bank goes to bat for the Pippins, and recently Newsweek named them one of America's best regional banks. If you're looking for a bank that knows the Yakima Valley, go and see Banner Bank, a longtime sponsor of the Yakima Valley Pippins. Here's the lineup as announced by manager Garrett D. Gallier. Leading off and playing center field wearing number 25, Dylan Anderson. Batting second and wearing number 10, the third baseman Greg Luna. Batting third and playing left field will be a new face to the Yakima Valley Pippins, Zechariah Samoya. Batting fourth and doing the designated hitter's duties, number 20, Julian Angulo. Batting fifth, playing shortstop, number 12, Kyler Bittner. Batting sixth is the second baseman, number 24, Ethan Hogan. Doing the catching is number 15, Ethan Buckley, batting seventh. Batting eighth, another new face to the Yakima Valley Pippins, number 30, Sam Moore, playing right field. And batting ninth is number 46, the first baseman, Jack Barney. Again, for the Yakima Valley Pippins, Anderson, Luna, Samoya, Angulo, Bittner, Hogan, Buckley, Moore, and Varney. The starting pitcher today is Ian Fisher, number 7. We'll get you his numbers when the Portland Pickles come to bat in the top of the first. That was your Banner Bank Yakima Valley Pippins starting lineup. First pitch is next. You've been watching Pippins pregame presented by the Washington's Lottery.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Back to our regularly scheduled programming. The regular season picks up with 18 games left to go as the Portland Pickles are in town to take on the Yakima Valley Pippins, a game to try and shake a little bit of the rust off after the All-Star break gets concluded. If you missed it, the All-Star game was on Wednesday with the North Division team taking down the South by a final score of 5-3. As the Pippins return home with a few new faces, a few friends have departed, and a chance to try and end the season strong with 18 games left, including 3 against the West Coast League's current best team, the Portland Pickles. The plate meeting continues to move along as these two managers, a rookie in Garrett D. Gallier and an experienced veteran, Mark Magdaleno, get this game underway, having a chat with our umpiring crew. Should be a decent day for a ball game. The weather was warm before, but now the clouds have come across, and it is a comfortable 83 degrees here at the Orchard. The wind is blowing out to right field at 11 miles to 13 miles an hour. No chance of precipitation tonight. Of course, anything can happen. Humidity very comfortable there at 31%. It is been a long season to this point, and still 18 games left to go, but those games are going to fly by quickly for Yakima Valley. 3 quick ones here against the Pickles, and then a 6-game road trip to both Salem and Corvallis. As let's take a look at the South Division standings in the West Coast League. On the left, you see the second half standings. Corvallis, of course, is looking to keep that lead and be the auto bid for the South Division with that 8-1 record. Portland is already in the playoffs, and so they really could not take anything seriously, if we're being honest, and still be in, but they still want to play well. They want to be able to have that number 1 overall seed. You see the Cowlitz Black Bears, who are sitting towards the bottom in the overall standings with a chance to try and take over Corvallis. They would have to win the second half. They would not get in via the wild card. Bend is up there as well. They would be in the playoffs right now, even if they didn't win the second half. Walla Walla is the other bid for the wild card, but the Marion Berries are trying to jump above them as you see a tight race there in the middle for the South. Plate meeting is over. Let's meet the starting lineups for both teams. You already met the Yakima Valley Pippins. The Portland Pickles will line up like this. Leading off and playing shortstop will be Petey Soto Jr. He's wearing number 4. Joey Wright is the third baseman today. He is wearing number 2. Tony Otis is the center fielder. He's wearing number 9. Bryson Glasgow's the cleanup hitter, the first baseman, wearing number 36. The league's home run leader, Josh Schleichart, is in right field today, sitting with 15 long balls and 50 RBI. Both of those lead the league. He needs 1 home run to break the record and 4 RBI to tie the league record. Nolan Stoll's the designated hitter with wearing number 45. Braden Woldridge is the left fielder, wearing number 29. Connor Stewart, the catcher, wearing number 20. And Zane Garvey, who played in yesterday's non-league game for the Pickles, will be playing second base. For Portland again, Soto Jr., Wright, Otis, Glasgow, Schleichart, Stoll, Woldridge, Stewart, and Garvey. They're sending Evan McGuire to the hill. The Pippins send Ian Fisher out for one final time for the Pippins pitching staff. The UCLA commit will be shut down after today's game, and we get ready for baseball here on a Friday night. The final Friday here at the Orchard, believe it or not, in the 2025 season. We're going to take a break for the national anthem. We'll be right back with first pitch. You're watching Pippins pregame.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
The crowd here anticipating a fireworks show to follow tonight's contest as we get ready for the final Friday action at the Orchard in 2025. The Pippins have this weekend series as their final weekend homestand, and then they will have a midweek home series from July 29th through the 31st, and then they will finish the season on August 4th, which is a Monday, through August 6th, which is a Wednesday. Let's take a look at Ian Fisher, tonight's starter for the Yakima Valley Pippins, making his final start for Yakima Valley. UCLA will be shutting him down to get him ready for the 2026 spring season. A 1-1 record with that 3.78 ERA, 19 innings worked, 16 strikeouts to 11 walks. The last time out was against the Bend Elks on July 12th. Went 4 2/3, gave up 8 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned, 2 walks, and 4 strikeouts. Ian looking to leave his mark on this Pippins staff. The lefty with a wizard-like changeup, trying to earn a win in this Friday contest. The Pickles did have that about 3-hour road trip up here to Yakima County Stadium, and so they will have to get their legs under them in the first few innings. Umpiring crew tonight, announced by the West Coast League. Dave Canales is the man behind the plate, calling the balls and the strikes. He wears number 22. Good to see Dave back in the black after a scary situation in Ridgefield a few weeks ago. His partner, Dylan Self, will be manning the bases as we get ready to play ball here at the Orchard. Petey Soto Jr. will stroll up first as we are ready to go. Soto Jr., the shortstop today, has played third base as well. A very good defensive player on that left side of the infield. Comes in batting a point below 300 as Fisher gets the sign. And here we go on a Friday. 84 mile an hour on the outer black for strike one, right at 7:05 p.m. We are on time on your Friday night under the lights. High drive out towards left. New left fielder Samayoa all the way to the track. He will catch it, though, after stumbling on his way back there. The corners are different tonight for Yakima Valley. The left fielder is Zechariah Samayoa, and the right fielder is Sam Moore, a pair of new additions after the All-Star break for the Pippins. They're also joined by a couple more outfielder and catcher combinations in Garen Guler. As the first pitch called a strike there to Joey Wright. The other addition is Nolan Rowe, who can catch for this Pippins squad. Fisher evens the count 1-1. A couple of departures. Jake Porter and Cole Hansen have both left the squad. And so Yakima Valley down to two catchers. Rowe and Ethan Buckley, who's doing the catching right now, is a swing and a miss at that nice changeup. It's now 1-2. Finley Spicer has a little bit of an injury he's dealing with, and so the addition of the new corners helps out as well. The 1-2 rides inside. Dave Canales says that did not hit Joey Wright, as Dave is going to go ask Dylan Self, his partner, for some help. Mark Magdaleno, an experienced baseball man, 43 years in the sport, is noticeably just a little bit frustrated. I think it was pretty close to hitting him, as nope. Dave Canales says stay in the batter's box. We'll take a look at it. This ball bounces right near that back foot. I think that was more of a sell job from Wright. It's now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fisher unable to dot the corner. The count will run full. Here on a 82-degree day, overcast skies. A few patches of blue peeking through overhead. Back up the middle. Kyler Bittner's the shortstop today. He sends a hard throw on to Varney to get out number 2. Gage Reeser dealing with a illness currently, and so he is expected back either tomorrow or on Sunday. Bittner, a capable shortstop, as you see Tony Otis digging in to that right-hand batter's box. Very right-handed heavy lineup against the left-handed hurler Ian Fisher. That is by design from Mags. The only 2 lefties in this lineup will bat in the bottom third of the order, trying to get as many little advantages for his hitters as possible. Line drive foul down the right field line. Now, there was a discussion between Mags and Garrett DeGallier before the game as to what strategies you should play here in this ballpark. You got to find some left-handed hitters that can send it over right field, unless you're going to have pull hitters right down the line. That's the way the ballpark plays here. Popped up on the infield. Right near the middle, Anderson, Hogan, and Bittner converge. It's Dylan Anderson, the center fielder, who makes the catch. Down in order go the Portland Pickles. No runs, hits, or errors, and none left on. We go to the bottom of the first. Portland 0, Yakima Valley coming up.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Dylan Anderson looks to lead it off for Yakima Valley against the starter for the Portland Pickles, Evan McGuire. We'll get you his numbers in a second. Went quickly through those warm-up tosses. McGuire going to feature a 3-pitch mix. Downstairs for ball 1. 87 miles an hour is the average for McGuire. There you see his stats, the committed freshman to Clark Community College with the Penguins. A 1.22 ERA through 6 games. This is his first start in the regular season as Anderson greets him with a fair ball down the line. This goes under the fence, and Dylan Anderson will have a ground rule double to lead off the Pippins offense. Good start for Yakima Valley. Anderson doing what he does best out of the top of the order, setting the table for Greg Luna. The message for Coach DeGallier to his team today was Evan McGuire, if you saw his numbers on that tombstone, 13 strikeouts to 1 walk. He's also allowed 13 hits in 14 2/3 innings. So he will be around the strike zone. Pippin's going to look to ambush the young right-hander. Luna watches strike 1. Canales expanding the strike zone. Yeah, that 13 strikeouts to 1 walk, excuse me. A very impressive number for a young man that has not seen very much collegiate pitching. Luna fouls it off. Over in front of his dugout. Waiting on deck is Zechariah Samayoa. Greg has that deep batting stance, looking to drive something over the infield. He'll take ball 1. McGuire anywhere from 85 to 86, sometimes 87 on that fastball. He also has a changeup that lives in the upper 70s. Native of Vancouver, Washington, just north of Portland. 1-2. Luna stays alive. Probably swung at ball 2 there, but unable to stop the bat. Luna, of course, one of the many Cal State San Bernardino Coyotes that has joined this Pippins squad. 1-2. That's downstairs. No, called strike 3, bottom of the zone. Dave Canales rings up Greg Luna for out number 1. Borderline pitch. McGuire gets the call. And now Zechariah Samayoa also goes by Zek. Similar to Zach. Big, tall, right-handed bat stands in. Off the end of the bat, right towards the Pickles dugout. Samayoa from Cal State San Marcos, one of the many California state schools. Has been around college baseball a long time, going into his senior year. Watches strike two there. Patrolling left field today. Previously spent time at Long Beach State. And before that, Golden West College. 0-2, again foul, past Mark Grange over at first. Was at Golden West in 2024 and was a first-team all-conference member, going to the 3C2A Super Regionals, had 16 home runs and 58 RBI. Upstairs, count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. His father, Chris, played baseball at Cypress College, another one of the many, many colleges and junior colleges in the state of California. Watches 1-2 upstairs, and so the count will run even. Last year, in his lone season with Long Beach State, was in 10 games, including 3 starts in the outfield. Only had 1 hit in his 17 at-bats. Redshirting for an extra year. The 2-2 out on the ground, left side. Soto ranges to third. The tag applied. Safe is Dylan Anderson. Runners are at the corners. There's only 1 out. Soto gambled and did not roll deuces. We're going to take a look at this. Hard hit, 94 off the bat on the ground. Good ranging movement by Soto Jr., but Anderson able to beat it out. Puts runners at the corners for Julian Angulo. Loves to hit with runners in scoring position at this ballpark. Strike 1 there. Samayoa, last year with the limited action, did not have a stolen base. We'll see if he runs it all today. As Angulo just misses an extra base hit. That one goes into the Portland bullpen. Puts McGuire ahead in the count, 0-2. So you score that a fielder's choice for Samayoa. But Dylan Anderson advances safely to third. Angulo batting .247 this season. Watches downstairs for ball 1. The Cal Poly Pomona product in his second season with the Pippins, trying to come up in a big spot against the West Coast League's best team. Foul ball at the plate. Angulo able to stay alive. We saw Julian a couple of weeks ago hit back-to-back days, had a double that scored Finley Spicer. The first of those 2 doubles missed being a home run down the right field line by about 2 feet. Throw goes to first. There was no tag applied. The defense behind McGuire is Woldridge, Otis, and Schleichart in the outfield. Wright, Soto Jr., Garvey, and Glasgow on the infield. Connor Stewart is catching for the young right-hander. Tapper out towards the right side, left side. Throw on to first, not in time. Run scores. Apologize for the crummy commentary. Yakima Valley's in front 1-0. The All-Star break must have got to me. Short tapper, right, gets the throw across. It's an RBI ground out for Angulo. Had to fight a pitch off the hands. You see it inside. Good play by Wright, conceding the run and getting the second out. So give Angulo his 10th RBI of the season. Kyler Bittner swings at the first pitch. Anderson scores his 13th run. So Kyler Bittner now with a chance with a runner in scoring position. There are 2 outs. Pokes it foul. And again, a Pippin behind in the count, 0-2. Been able to stay alive the last 2 batters, Samayoa and Angulo. Swinging that blue bat. The 0-2 to Bittner. Softly into foul territory, ranging back Glasgow. He will watch it drop right up near the fence. Scott T. Pippin hanging out right there. Maybe he said something to Glasgow, made him think he was closer to the wall. Taking a look at that play one more time. See that one again on the hands, but Bittner had to come in and get it. Yep, Scott T. over there yelling fence right at Brian Glasgow. 0-2, this one's on the left side. Soto Jr. ranging, the throw across, the dig at first, and out is Kyler Bittner. There's the good defense of Petey Soto Jr. The Pippins score 1. They lead it 1-0 after 1 inning of play.
Tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Hey, yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio, yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
One to nothing, Yakima Valley here at the Orchard. Ian Fisher back to work with a 1-run cushion after Julian Angulo grounded home Dylan Anderson. And the Pippins doing what the Pippins do best, scoring in the first inning at home. We've seen that a lot. At one point, the Pippins had scored in 7 of their last 10 first innings on the season. The problem has been the later half of the game, being unable to keep a lead. First pitch to Bryson Glasgow is called a strike right there at the top of the zone. Glasgow batting .284 this season, as he's now even in the count. Glasgow, of course, from Clackamas Community College, following Jim Hopple, the associate head coach for the Portland Pickles. He's now ahead in the count, 2-1. First season of summer baseball for Glasgow, as he sends one out to right. First chance for Moore, ranging back in front of the track a few steps. Out number 1 here in the second inning. So now Samayoa's had a chance and more, getting his first putout of the season as up steps Josh Schleichart. One of the biggest stories in the first half of the West Coast League, of course, tying the home run record in the league before the All-Star break with 15 long balls. He also leads the league with 50 RBI. Someone you certainly don't want to give too good of a pitch to, even in a ballpark like Yakima County Stadium, which is infamous for not allowing home runs to right-handed hitters. Schleichart has the power. He's cutting and missing at the changeup there. Of course, 293 to both poles, 365 out there to the scoreboard, 406 to dead center. 1-1, towering shot. Coming in is Samayoa. Now it will give way to Bittner as that ball barely left the infield. The wind is blowing the ball down. And so Schleichart 0 for 1 today on the pop out to the shortstop. Brings up Nolan Stoll. Another one of these Portland Pickles that's batting above 300. He's batting 400. Granted, only 5 games of work for Stoll. Nearly clipped with that one. Stoll, a committed freshman to Stanford University, Palo Alto, California. Might see Ian Fisher once or twice this upcoming season, the UCLA commit. Fisher trying to work a clean second inning. He's behind in the count 2-0. That gets him closer, 2-1 on the wave and a miss. Changeup's been working so far tonight for Ian, as it does on many nights. Describe that pitch as one that he can locate anytime, any place. Misses with a fastball. Nolan Stoll with 2 hits. If you do the math, a 400 batting average, that would mean he's been up to the plate, I believe, 10 times. On the ground, Bittner not going to get there. First hit of the ball game for the Portland Pickles. Off the bat of Nolan Stoll, that is now hit number 3. So now an interesting story up to the plate. Braden Woldridge, one of the two-way players for Portland. Woldridge has seen 20 games in the batter's box, as looks to have an equipment malfunction, trying to retighten his batting glove. He's also seen 5 games on the mound for Mark Magdaleno. Fisher out of the stretch for the first time. Foul ball over towards the stands. Woldridge wrapped up his sophomore campaign with Oregon State. UC Davis just recently transferred to Oregon State. Even in the count here, 1 ball and 1 strike. So not only a two-way player for the Portland Pickles, but back in high school at Glendora was a standout two-sport athlete as the throw goes over to first. In both baseball and basketball. Was an all-league player in both sports during his senior campaign. Was the Palomares League MVP in baseball. Inside, that is ball 2. Woldridge with a minor tie to Julian Angulo, has a brother that plays at Cal Poly Pomona. 2-1, foul territory. This one will get into the stands. Off of the metal bleachers and out of play. And like many baseball players, Wooldridge, a scratch golfer. Fisher looking for his first strikeout tonight. Won't get it there. The runner will take off. No one was covering second base as the ball trickles into shallow center. Pippins infield falls asleep. So a full count and a runner in scoring position to Braden Wooldridge. Coaching staff on the base paths, including the first base coach, Griffin William, must have seen something. First lefty-lefty matchup of the night for Ian Fisher. His payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. So after going perfect through 5, a single and now a walk, has 2 runners aboard with 2 outs. Brings up Connor Stewart, doing the catching tonight for the Portland Pickles. Stewart batting .271 here in his 17th game. Takes a first pitch strike. Seen a lot of action around the summer collegiate and the California schools. Stewart, one of the older members of this squad at 22 years old. Lines one over the head of Greg Luna. The wave being thrown around by the third base coach. The throw from Samayoa comes in and is cut off. It's a tie ball game here in the Orchard. Portland responds to make it 1-1. RBI single for Connor Stewart. That is his 14th hit of the season. Nolan Stoles scores his 3rd run. And that stolen base looking bigger and bigger now in a tie ball game. All of this production coming with 2 outs. As Ethan Buckley will have a chat with Ian Fisher. Sets up Zane Garvey, who played in a non-league game last night for the Portland Pickles. Quick discussion between Fisher and Buckley. Ethan, the longest tenured catcher on this squad, now catching in his 7th straight game as Jake Porter has departed, so is Cole Hansen. Another lefty-lefty matchup, started off with ball 1. Garvey spent this last season with Western Oregon in the Great Northwest Conference. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Wooldridge dancing around out there at second base. Connor Stewart, after the RBI single, stands at first. Yakima Valley got 1 in the bottom of the first. Portland here with 1 in the top of the second, looking to add on more. There's that changeup. Froze Zane Garvey. Fisher trying to strand a pair. To the Western Oregon Wolf. Throw goes to second. Bittner will not be able to apply a tag. Not a bad idea for Ian. Trying to find that 3rd out any way he can. Ian Fisher will balk. Twitched a little bit as Braden Wooldridge was dancing around at second base. We'll take a look at that real quick. You're going to see him waving that arm like he normally does. Now he comes set. Well, he's already into the windup here. We'll cut the replay short. Ground ball over to first. Varney will take it to the bag himself to retire the side. We'll break down that balk when we get a chance later on tonight. 1-1 after the Pickles respond in the top of the second.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Well, part of the reason tonight is a 7:05 p.m. first pitch with fireworks is because our friends at Les Schwab Tires have helped us with the fireworks, because we have partnered with Les Schwab to pack a backpack from now until the end of the season. Every $10 donation of school supplies at the ballpark will be good for one 2025 general admission ticket for any remaining Pippins home game, either for that night or for a night in the future. So come on out to the ballpark, help out, and receive a free entry to a Pippins game. We've got 8 home games left after tonight. All of the donations will benefit the Yakima School District. Pippins trying to retake the lead after giving it up in the bottom of the second. Ethan Hogan leads it off. And he is behind in the count, 0-1. Hogan and then Ethan Buckley and Sam Moore set to hit here. Lefty, righty, and then a switch hitter against the right-handed hurling McGuire. Swing and a miss from the Tacoma Community College product. In between batters, we'll take a look at that balk from Ian Fisher. Did not end up hurting him, but we just want to look at it again. Pitch skips in. See that big puff of dirt and chalk? We'll take a look at it right now. He's going to come set. And then you're going to see Woldridge dance around. There he takes his deep breath. Out, and then just the twitch. Thought about going and then immediately regretted it. Tapper back out to short. Soto Jr. very quick. Double pumps and then throws it across. So smooth. Out there at shortstop is Petey Soto Jr. That ball came off the bat at 40 miles an hour. Soto made it look like it screamed right at him. As now here comes Ethan Buckley. Batting .225 this season, but you see that little footnote there. 7 straight games now he has been the catcher for the Yakima Valley Pippins. That is some determination behind the dish. Takes the first pitch strike. Of course, he was the hero in Game 1 against the Bend Elks. Able to get a bloop single that gave the Pippins the lead there in the 8th inning. Upstairs, 1-1. Buckley has been willing to get at bats any way he can. Still looking for a new home after entering the transfer portal from Gonzaga. Primary position as a catcher, but will play the infield as well. 2 balls and a strike. One of the few remaining players from the opening day roster for this Yakima Valley Pippins club. Ahead in the count here, 3-1. There are various reasons why players will leave, whether injury or just not a right fit for the team, some personal reasons. Buckley's stuck through. Count evens up here. Excuse me, runs full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ethan appears to be swinging Kyler Bittner's bat, the blue barrel. Payoff staying alive. It is a nice bat. I've been down there and I've held it in my hands a couple times. A 33 in length. Didn't quite see the ounces. One of the nicer wood bats you're going to swing. I believe it's end loaded as well, so you can drop the barrel on it and hit the ball harder. Another payoff is cut on and missed. Buckley swung at a pitch outside, and there's 2 away here in the second.
The right fielder, number 30, Sam Moore.
Brings up Sam Moore, making his debut for the Pippins. From Spokane, Washington, committed to play at Yakima Valley College. Swinging first pitch and sending it foul. Sam 6'1", 175, a switch hitter, so you see him batting there in that left-hand batter's box. Attended Meade High School, where he graduated in 2024. Behind in the count here, 0-2. With Meade, batted a career .301 as he taps one foul behind the plate. Hit .317 in his junior season, including 19 hits, 14 RBI, 1 long ball. Watches one at the eyes. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Some of his family in attendance today. You hear every once in a while, "Let's go Sam" from the crowd. Now at Lassen College after a year at YVC. Watches ball 2. The entire Pickles infield thought that was strike 3. They were heading off the diamond as some sunshine pokes through the passing clouds. Instead, it's an even count. Sam swings at one above his hands and strikes out to retire the side. A 1-2-3 fame thrown by McGuire. We go to the third. All knotted at 1 here at the Orchard.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Back to work is Ian Fisher as Petey Soto Jr. swings through the first pitch. The last time that Ian faced these 3 in the order, he went fly out, ground out, and fly out. So looking for that same success here. Even in the count, 1-1. Petey Soto Jr. from Utah Tech, where his teammate Kyle McDaniel is also from. Both of them were all-stars this last week for the West Coast League, as he's nearly clipped with that fastball. Recruited way back when by Grand Canyon, Pepperdine, Oregon, Salt Lake Community College, attended Utah Tech instead. As the 6th-ranked shortstop prospect out of the state of Utah. "3-1 misses. It's ball 4, and a dangerous man to have on the base pads. Soto Jr. not afraid to run. Brings up Joey Wright on the season. Petey Soto Jr. with 8 stolen bags. The next man hitting with a .423 batting average. We'll see if Soto Jr. is in action against the lefty. Downstairs for ball 1. Fisher seems to have lost a little bit of that command of the strike zone from the first inning, as to be expected as you go through a start. Gave up 1 run, facing 6 batters in the second inning. That's a ground ball. Luna will watch it go foul. Smart decision by Greg Luna to pull the glove back. He was going to field it, but instead puts strike 1 on Joey Wright. Take a look at this play one more time. One of those 50-50 balls that you could field it and try and throw over, but he does let it go, and his risk pays off. Sometimes those balls do find their way back into fair territory, but must have heard from the dugout to let it roll. Bunt shown. Fisher will field it himself and throw on to first. Nearly pulled Varney off the bag, but they do get out number 1. That moves Petey Soto Jr. into scoring position, and probably more importantly, gets him out of staring at the sun over at first base. You saw Varney had to react to that throw by Ian Fisher. It's because he's having a hard time seeing the ball. Here's Tony Otis for his second trip to the plate. Back up the middle between the legs of Fisher. Hogan ranges back. The throw on to first. It's not in time. It was a good throw. It'll be runners at the corners on the infield single. Had that ball been more towards the natural second base position, might have had a chance, but instead, it'll be runners at the corners. Another slow hit baseball against Ian Fisher. Lucky that one didn't clip his back foot. Good ranging play by Hogan. Bryson Glasgow with runners on first and third. He will square to bunt. Here comes Soto Jr. home. The flip, the play, safe. The entire home crowd thought that was an out. The Pippins dugout thought that was an out, but Dave Canales signals safe as Petey Soto Jr. gives the Pickles the lead. Good flip by Fisher. Let's take a look at this one before the dangerous Josh Schleichart comes up to hit. Good bunt by Bryson Glasgow. The hand got in right before the tag. First pitch, a ball to Schleichart, so another fielder's choice. Tony Otis now stands at second, and there's still only one out. Fisher's got to be careful here against Josh Schleichart. Got him to pop out back in the second inning. behind in the count here, 2-0. Schleichart just recently announced his commitment to the University of Oregon in the Big Ten, was recently at Vanguard U. It was surprising how long he was in the transfer portal with all of his production for the Pickles. He's always been a power hitter, but 15 home runs in the first 27 games as he takes a strike there. Has that unique style, wearing his socks above his knees. He's basically wearing baseball shorts, not baseball pants. Runners take off. The throw will go down to second, but it will be late. Double steal by the Portland Pickles put 2 in scoring position for Schleichart. We'll see if he considers bunting at all with only 1 strike on him. He is ahead in the count. The 3-1 from Ian. Swing and a miss. Another changeup. This would be a huge second out in this third inning. You get rid of Schleichart, that gets you to Stoll, and although he singled and scored against you in the second, he still has the least amount of action other than Zane Garvey for this Pickles lineup. We'll see what happens. The payoff pitch. Right into the Pippins dugout. Watch out. I think that one got the railing, and thankfully not a piece of anybody. Koshi Arai was sent scrambling. We'll have to do it again. 3 balls and 2 strikes. What does Fisher bring to the table? Again, under the feet of his third base coach. Schleichart, 104 off the bat. That one might have been lethal. Good fight between the premier power hitter and a young left-hander. Experience versus a rookie in the simplest terms. The payoff, downstairs. Schleichart was already dropping the bat before the pitch made its way across the plate, and the bags will be loaded with only 1 out. Third walk issued by Ian, as Eddie Kribbe will make an appearance out of the Pippins dugout to try and calm down the left-hander. 1 run already home here in the top of the third. You do have a force play anywhere now. It looks like Seth Mahler is making the stroll down to the Pippins bullpen. You'd love to see Ian go at least 5 in this game, but certainly as he's nearing the end of his Pippins career, UCLA will most likely have some sort of inning limit on him. That's just the nature of the beast. So you really want to see him finish strong. So here is Nolan Stoll for the second time today. Got that first hit for Portland and scored the first run. All of it back in the second inning. Pitch below the zone there, 1-0. Stoll helping out as one of the 3 catchers on the roster that made the trip. Little line drive out towards center. Coming in, Dillon. It will drop. The throw will go to third, and it is not in time. A run will score as Nolan Stoll is 2 for 2 today, giving the Pickles a 3-1 lead. Not missing any time is Nolan Stoll, as this inning continues to balloon on Ian Fisher. Braden Wooldridge walked back in the second inning. He sends a fly ball out towards left. Coming in now is Samayoa. That pitch is going to be dropped at his feet. The throw goes into third. Schleichart will be out on the force play. And there are 2 down. So Glasgow scores. You're going to see Samayoa come up just short on this baseball. There it drops. Run was going to score easily. The question was it going to be a close play at third? Luna able to stand on the bag there. I think Schleichart forgot that there was a force play there. He threw his hands up in question. So score that second out, 7-5. But now 3 hits in the inning and 4 runs on the board. First pitch downstairs to Connor Stewart. Stewart came into today batting .271. He picked up a single back in the second. That scored the first run for Portland. There's strike 1. Fisher facing his 8th batter of the inning. It's been a longer third inning for him. Trying to limit the damage to 3. There's a good breaking ball. Ahead in the count. Still looking for that first strikeout. That was the oddity last week with Ty Pangborn. Went 6+, did not strike out any Bend Elks. Fisher, another one of those higher strikeout guys, still without his first K. Line drive, right center field gap. It will hang up for more, and he will put it away to retire the side. The Pickles score 3 as they lead it now 4-1 as we go to the bottom of the third inning. Pippins looking for a response.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Nine, 1, and 2 scheduled to hit for the Yakima Valley Pippins here in the bottom of the third inning. Pickles scored 1 in the second, 3 in the third. Yakima Valley scored first, cashing in a Dylan Anderson double. Here's Jack Varney, the last man that has not hit yet in this game. Pickles will send up their 9-hole in the top of the fourth inning. Currently leading by 3. As McGuire, after a longer sit-down session in the dugout, fires ball 1. You always wonder about that when players sit after a long inning on offense. How are they going to respond on the mound? Varney fouls one right towards the umpire's locker room door. Evens it up at 1-1. Some pitchers love to sit and recover some want to get right back on the mound. It's now 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dave Canales expanding his strike zone just a little bit. Seen that on both sides of the plate. The outside and the bottom has been called. That one's down too far, and so it's 2-2. Sure, Pippins bats, while frustrated at the size of the zone, will be more content as long as it stays consistent, as Varney sends the 2-2 over the screens. It's always apologize for the technical difficulties. We had our stream running really nice. I don't think that was the issue. I think we lost one of our cameras. Payoff pitch outside for ball 4. Jack Varney. Anderson swings and misses at the first pitch. I think we got all of our technical issues figured out. Stream looks like it's running pretty well. Jack Varney drew a walk. And now Anderson right back up the middle into center field. Varney will round second, but hold up there. Dylan remains perfect today, 2 for 2, and he's halfway to the cycle with that single. Anderson now sitting on 39 hits this summer. Brings the tying run back to the plate, Greg Luna, who struck out back in the first inning. Greg was the first strikeout victim of Evan McGuire. Trying to cash in a runner at second base. Spent 2 years at Mount San Jacinto College, playing in 68 games for the Eagles before transferring last season to Cal State San Bernardino. Squares to bunt. This one is down the line, foul. No balls, 2 strikes. Prior to his college days, was at Moreno Valley High School. Been a standout player before coming to Cal State San Bernardino. Only made 25 starts, hit .229 though. Throw goes to second. Did have 2 home runs and 17 RBI. This season with Yakima Valley in his 7th game. 6 hits, does have 5 ribbies. So some timely hitting, as that one just foul down the first base line. McGuire trying to get through this 3rd inning. Did make 1 start in a non-league game. Came against the Gresham Grey Wolves on May 29th. Went 6 innings. So he does have length in the tank. His longest outing in the regular season is 3 2/3. That came on the 4th of July at Chemeketa Baseball Field in Salem. One, 2 to Greg in the left-hand batter's box. Prior to today, had only given up 2 runs, 1 in a win against the Ridgefield Raptors on July 12th, and 1 to Yakima Valley way back on June 19th. That was the 3rd game of that series. 2-2, a flare out towards right. Schleichart coming in. He watches it fall. Strong throw to second. It is not in time, and the bases are loaded as 3 straight have reached. A walk, and now back-to-back singles. Have the bags juiced with nobody out. A flare, 67 miles an hour off the end of the bat. Just dies in front of Schleichart. Almost caught Dylan Anderson at second. As a meeting now takes place on the mound for the Pickles. Yakima Valley trying to get right back into this one. Dave Canales out to break up the meeting. The bullpen is going to start their action. As now an offensive meeting will take place for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Garrett DeGaller having a chat with his new left fielder, Zechariah Samayoa. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule for Yakima Valley. 2 more games against the Portland Pickles. Tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m. And then on Sunday, a 5 o'clock start for Sunday Fun Day. And then the Pippins start a 6-game road trip, beginning with 3 down in Salem against the Marion Berries. All 3 games at 6:35. Samayoa with a huge opportunity in his second at-bat. First pitch swinging on the ground. To second for 1, on to first. The throw is high, the tag is late, and a run does score. Only 1 out on the base pads, and runners will be at the corners in a 4-2 ball game. Probably not the results you wanted first pitch. Wright able to throw it onto second for 1 easily, but then the throw was high by Garvey. Jack Varney scores. Dylan Anderson to third, avoiding the tag over there by Wright. Swinging first pitch is Angulo and sending it way foul. Angulo got the RBI ground out back in the first inning to make it 1-0. It's now 4-2. There goes Samayoa. It's on the ground. It's through the right side. Dylan Anderson scores easily. Zek stands at third. It's a 1-run ball game as the hit and run works to perfection for Julian Angulo. Perfectly placed baseball through the right side. Glasgow was holding the runner on. Garvey was playing at second. And now Mark Magdaleno will head out to the mound to grab his right-handers. The Pippins have worked their way back into a 1-run ball game. McGuire's day is done. Julian Angulo, a hero to this point. We'll get you the information on the new Pickles pitcher. After this, it's 4-3.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
The Pickles bullpen has been activated as Nolan Umlaut from Portland, Oregon, the hometown kid, makes his way onto the mound. He's pitched in 2 games so far for Portland with a 0 ERA. Has gone an inning both on July 2nd against Cowlitz and on July 11th against Ridgefield. He did give up 1 run, but it was unearned against the Raptors as he faced 5 batters and struck out 2. Pippins have runners at the corners, down by only 1 as Kyler Bittner gets a chance to hit for the second time. Bittner came into today batting .235. He grounded out in the first inning. Pitch is in the dirt. Runners do not advance. Whether it was called a hit or run by Julian Angulo and Garrett DeGallier, or whether or not that was just pure coincidence, Julian knew exactly where to put that baseball on the right side. Scored another run. Umlaut misses with his first 2. Samayoa was running, and so that allows him to move to third. Bittner sees a strike there. Caught the outer part of the zone. Kyler, when he came to the Pippins at the start of the summer, was still with Kenyatta College, but now has transferred to Fresno State. Breaking ball away. So now it's 3-1. Interesting situation as Ethan Hogan waits on deck. A walk would load the bases. Pickles clinging to a 1-run lead. Towering shot in foul territory. The wind will blow this one into the seats for a souvenir. Race to the ball. Who gets there? Looks like that fan in the black. Pippins fans hoping to ring the cowbells a couple more times. 2 runners on and only 1 out. Ground ball. That ball is just foul. On the wrong side of the chalk. Bittner hit it hard, 96 off the bat. McGuire struck out 3. Umlaut looking for his first. Instead, it's right back towards the press box, but over our heads. Bittner able to stay alive. We did have a baseball come into the press box a couple of games ago. Went right next to the video computer. Another payoff. Driven into left field. This one's down for a hit. Tie ball game as Kyler Bittner brings home Samayoa. All square at 4 here in the Orchard. Another hard hit baseball by Kyler. 95 that time, inside part of the plate. Even with that stumble at third, Samayoa was going to score easily. Julian Angulo moves up 90 feet as well. And the inning continues. All 6 batters have reached. The only out is Greg Luna, who was forced out, moving to second. Pitch gets away. It's over in the other part of the circle at the plate. Bittner didn't read it quite right, but Angulo did, as he's now in at third. Runners at the corners again. The catcher, Stewart, was, I believe, trying to call time to talk to his pitcher as that one skips in. No chance for Stewart. Angulo advances on the wild pitch. And that's probably what the discussion was there between the backstop and the hurler. Was calm down, find a pitch you want. He spiked a curveball. So that brings the go-ahead run now 90 feet away with still only one out. Ethan Hogan had a big 2 RBI single a couple of games ago. As it's now 2-0, Umlaut having some trouble finding the strike zone. That hit for Hogan was on July 11th against the Bend Elks. A first inning single, put 2 runs on the board to give the Pippins a 2-1 lead at the time. As now a timer violation is going to be called on Ethan Hogan. So the count is 2-1. That one's dotted, and so from a 2-0 count, now you go 2-2 on only one pitch. Tough break for the second baseman. Gonna need to shorten up here. Bittner takes off. The pitch is outside. The throw is wide. It's a stolen base for Kyler. And a full count to Hogan. Angulo represents the last runner that belongs to McGuire. Bittner is all Umlaut's responsibility. Payoff pitch. On the ground, left side, Soto ranges. The throw across the diamond, dug out at first. But the run does score. The Pippins have come all the way back, and they lead it 5-4 on the ground out by Ethan Hogan. Wild pitch ends up biting Umlaut and McGuire. There are 2 away. A runner still in scoring position, though, as the Pippins try and put on some insurance now. A 4 spot by the Yakima Valley offense. Buckley fouls the first pitch into the screen. A few Pickles fans have made the trip. They are understandably frustrated. They've enjoyed a lot of success so far this season, and a lot of it by wide margins. They're certainly not used to a back-and-forth ball game. Throw goes down to second. Bittner's in standing. It was called a strike on that second pitch, and so Buckley down to his final pitch. Most of the offenses come with 2 strikes, though. We'll see if Buckley able to do the job. Back up the middle. This one's down into center field. Kyler Bittner rounds third. Throw from Otis is up the line. The run scores. Buckley is out at second base, trying to extend, but the ball will drop. Ethan celebrates. And it's now 6-4. Dylan Self immediately apologizing, saying that was my bad. I called it early. 6-4, some insurance on the board. The celebration from Ethan. He did that exact same fist pump celebration when that bloop single landed on the infield. Downstairs, Buckley will stay put. Bittner scores. It's an RBI single for Ethan, and then advancing to second on the throw home. Oh, run scoring firework. Down and in, ball 2. Sam Moore represents the 9th hitter in the inning for Yakima Valley. It came from that direction. 2-0 over the screen. Now 2-1. Pippins' offense has exploded here in the third. 5 runs across. Now 7 hits in the ball game. Sam Moore's ahead in the count 3-1, and Jack Varney, who led off the third with a walk, threatening to come up for the second time. I cannot remember the last time the Pippins have batted around this season, if at all. 3-1, fouled straight back. And so with Buckley at second, Sam Moore will have to protect on a full count. Umlaut trying to close the door on the third inning. The payoff pitch, swing and a miss. The third frame comes to a close, but not before the Pippins strike for 5 runs on 6 hits, as they now lead it 6-4 going to the middle of the game.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses, because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Ian Fisher's day is done. Seth Mahler is on the mound for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Seth from Whitworth College making his 12th appearance for the Yakima Valley Pippins, pitching to a .563 ERA, but looked stellar on July 11th against the Bend Elks, earning the win and that come from behind victory. First pitch, a strike to Zane Garvey. That was a extremely long third inning. The Pickles sent 8 to the plate, scored 3. The Pippins sent 9 to the plate and scored 5. Mahler even in the count 1-1. Seth on the season, 30 1/3 innings worked with 2 saves under his belt, 31 strikeouts to 11 walks. Hits the first batter he sees, Zane Garvey aboard for the first time in the regular season. So immediately the tying run steps into the right-hand batter's box, P.D. Soto Jr. Already the third time through the order for Mark Magdaleno's Portland Pickles. Soto Jr.'s 0 for 1 with a run scored. You remember that run that scored was on a bunt. Soto Jr. scored from third. Can absolutely fly on the base pads. I wouldn't be surprised if he attempted a bunt here. Instead, Mahler gets behind in the count, 2-0. I mentioned Soto Jr. being from Utah Tech, his Trailblazer teammate. Kyle McDaniel is not with the team this weekend. Unfortunately, had a death in the family. So, of course, even though the Pickles are the top team in the league, and there's certainly some competitive resentment from a lot of the other teams in the West Coast League, at the end of the day, I hope everything is well with McDaniels. Runner bluffs, pitches a ball. Thought for a second there Garvey was going to be caught in between first and second. It looked like he stumbled on the dirt. Three 1 from Seth. Back up the middle. Bittner's going to step on the bag himself. The throw across, a twin killing. 26 double plays turned by the Pippins now in the season. And there's 2 away at the expense of 1. You could almost call it as routine as it gets, but Bittner did have to travel a few steps to get to the bag, but has a strong arm, and so was able to get the throw over in time. Misses inside to Joey Wright. Time called. A baseball has found its way onto the field. Looks like a fan down there by the party deck lost their souvenir. Mahler back even in the count, 1-1. Looks like a decent group down there hanging out in the party deck. Of course, the dugout bar right there as well. It's now Mahler after hitting the first man he saw, has 2 outs quickly and has Joey Wright set up. Still no strikeouts yet for Pippins pitching. What does Seth dial up here? Chopper. First baseman Varney grabs it. The flip to Mahler. He misses the bag. Joey Wright will continue this inning. 68 off the cupped end of the bat. We're going to see this one bouncing out. Varney had to come and get it. Mahler did as best as he could. I think Wright would have been safe either way. Otis pounds one foul. First hit allowed by Seth Mahler after Ian Fisher gave up 5 during his 3 innings of work. Otis watches ball number 1. Tony 1 for 2 today. Singleton scored back in the 3rd. Flew out to end the first inning. Otis from William Jessup University corks one down the left field line. This one will tail foul. Had it stayed over that foul pole, would have been a home run. 344 off the bat. But that's a tough task to keep a ball fair down that left field line. It's even tougher task to go to right field. The field naturally slopes that way. There's a wind tunnel that drives the ball foul over down the right field line. One, 2. Not a bad pitch. Mahler couldn't get the swing, though. Last time these two teams played was back on June 19th. Tony Otis was 1 for 4 in that game with an RBI double. Pitch downstairs, the throw down to second in time, but the tag applied late. Stolen base for Joey Wright. Hogan unable to apply the tag. The count has run full to Tony Otis. Payoff pitch is on the ground to Luna. He looks back the runner, but gets the third out anyway. Tony Otis is retired. To the bottom of the fourth we go. Pippins leading by 2 here at the Orchard.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Bottom of the fourth inning here at the Orchard. Beautiful skies overhead. Some of the clouds have moved out. You see the outfield a little bit spotty. That is a result of the high temperatures this last week. Of course, Yakima is still currently in a red flag warning. That will expire at 10 o'clock tonight. That red flag warning meaning that there is high fire danger. First pitch fouled back by Jack Varney. In fact, there was a fire here in town a couple of days ago. Got to be very careful. Let the pros shoot off the fireworks like they're doing tonight. Second to last fireworks night for the Pippins this summer. The final one will be, of course, the last day of the regular season, August 6th, for Fan Appreciation Night, as Varney laces one towards left, sending back Wooldridge. He is going to dive. He is going to drop the baseball. It gets all the way to the wall. Varney's not stopping. He will stand at third as the ball bounces away with a leadoff triple to the left fielder. Extreme effort given by Wooldridge. Almost came up with that ball. He had no help from his center fielder, Otis. And the Pippins have another insurance run 90 feet away. Top of the order, Dylan Anderson stands in 2 for 2. That's Varney's second triple of the season. The first one down in Walla Walla as Anderson is behind in the count 0-2. Dylan a double in the first, a single back in the third. Now batting here in the fourth. Pitch bounces in front. Dylan getting ready for his first season with Grand Canyon after transferring there in the offseason. 1-2 bounces in. Good job by Stewart to keep both of those pitches in front of him. Umlaut did struggle just a little bit there in the third. Gave up one run of his own. As now Dylan Anderson has worked the count full. This is a right-handed arm that has only seen 2 innings this summer. Working quickly, the payoff pitch. Back out towards short. Soto Jr. will make the catch on the dirt for out number 1. .54 off the bat of Dylan Anderson. That one did not have the same velocity the first two did. Greg Luna singled back in the third. Pippins sent all 9 to the plate to end the first 3 frames. First pitch strike right on the outer black. Greg 1 for 2 today. This game now an hour and a half in. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. It was a very long 3rd inning. As Luna squares to bunt, he gets it down. It will trickle foul. Varney was coming home to score. Taking a look at this one. Took one hop right off that left-handed batter's box and then went into foul territory. Smart decision by Stewart to pick it up in the grass. Oh, 2 back where it came from, off the pitcher, it's at his feet. The run will score, the throw across. It is in time to retire Greg Luna. That's one heck of a play by Umlant on the mound to get the second out. Now the attention's going to go to his feet to make sure he's all right. Watch this, right back where it came from. Landed in the landing spot, and a strong throw is able to nab Greg Luna. Mark Magdaleno's out of the dugout. He's going to pull his right-hander and elect to continue into the bullpen. Umlant's day is done. We'll get you the information on the new pitcher when we come back.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Barnes enters the contest for the for the Portland Pickles against the Yakima Valley Pippins. This was after Nolan Umlant was hit in the feet, but I think this was a planned move, as it was Mark Magdaleno who went out to check on the right-handed pitcher. After giving up 2 runs of his own and surrendering the 5th and final run by Evan McGuire. The Pippins lead it 7-4. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. Bags are empty for Zek Samayoa. 2 fielders' choices has not yet picked up a hit. Nubber back out to second. Garvey's going to scoop and throw to first. 1 pitch and 1 out in the 4th for Barnes. Sends us to the 5th. 7-4. The Pippins add 1 more here at the Orchard.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes
clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
Welcome back to the Orchard, Yakima County Stadium in Yakima, Washington. Beautiful night it's turned out to be between the Portland Pickles and the Yakima Valley Pippins. The temperature still says it's 82 like we were at first pitch. The wind is swirling like it normally does at the end of the night here in Yakima. Blowing sometimes out to right, sometimes blowing in from right. It's just the way it happens here at the fairgrounds. Pippins with a 3-run lead, 7-4 as we head to the middle inning. Seth Mahler ready to go for his second frame out of the bullpen. Bunt shown, pulled back by Bryson Glasgow. Glasgow today 0 for 2. He did score a run after reaching on a fielder's choice in the third. Nearly hit with that pitch. 2 balls, no strikes. Remember, you can stick around after our game on the stream. We're going to have the post-game fireworks show presented by Les Schwab Tires. There's strike one from Seth. This will be Yakima Valley's 4th fireworks show of the summer. They have one more after this one. Foul ball over towards where the fireworks will be shot off. It's now 2-2. Nothing like a Friday night fireworks and baseball. They just go together. It's a very happy marriage. 2-2 from Seth. That one does hit the batter, Bryson Glasgow, square in the middle of the back. That one will hurt for a few minutes, and then I'm sure he'll be back to normal. Fastball got away from Seth Mahler. Right on the number 3. Second hit batter for Seth. That brings up Josh Schleichart. Still sitting 1 home run away from breaking the West Coast League's home run record. Breaking ball, unable to dance all the way back to the plate. A home run here would leave the Pippins with a 1-run lead. Love to get another double play like Seth did in the 4th. Despite the struggles on defense for the Pippins early in the season, sitting at 79 errors coming into this game, they do have now 26 double plays. This ball is corked out towards the deepest part of left field, ranging back Samayoa. Instead, it's Dylan Anderson who makes the catch on the warning track. I think both outfielders were confused as to who was going to take that ball. Bryson Glasgow has to return to first. Schleichart thought he had that one. And I tell you what, in a couple of the ballparks here in the South, that one would have been gone and would have been in some places a no-doubter. 351 off the bat, 104 was the exit velocity. Pitch came in. Portland, that one might have had a chance to get out. 350, that's about as deep as the left center field wall goes. It's about as tall, too. Sawed off the end of the bat. It's now 1-1. Place like Ridgefield, that one might have gone. It's 310 to the poles, about 360 to dead center. But the wind does blow in from left. Throw to first, not in time. Anytime you see hard hit contact off the bat of a guy like Schleichart, you got to hold your breath just a little bit. Seems like power hitters seem to have the baseball gods on their side. Seth Mahler looking for the luck to be in his favor as he's ahead in the count to Nolan Stoll, who's 2 for 2 today. A pair of singles, including an RBI single back in the third. Ball put in play out in front of the mound. It is a late foul ball call. Stoll was not running. Dave Canales did put the hands up. We'll see if this pitch got a piece of him off the bat. Yep, right off the inside part of the foot. Sure, if you're the Pippins defense, you would have loved just a little bit earlier call from Dave Canales, but the call was made. Sets 1-2. Breaking ball, called, strike 3. Dave Canales rings up Nolan Stoll for out number 2. Two away, Braden Woldridge. Lefty getting to face the right-handed throwing Seth Mahler. That's a dot, strike 1. Like it has been all game, the outside part of the plate, especially to lefties, has been expanded for Dave Canales. You'd love to see Seth go right back there and make Woldridge a little more frustrated. Instead, he comes inside. The runner takes off. The throw down, the tag applied, not in time. Dylan Self right on top of it. It is 0-2. We'll take a look at that last play. Seth came set like he normally does. Nice fastball on the inner third. Late reaction from Buckley. Still got a good throw down. Back up the middle. Bittner going to play this one. Behind the mound. Throws across to retire the side. One runner left stranded. We're halfway home here at the Orchard. 7-4, the Pippins in front.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With a new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Starting tonight and continuing through the end of the season, the Yakima Valley Pippins have paired up with Les Schwab Tires and Fred Meyer to help pack a backpack for students in the community who are in need of school supplies. For every $10 donation of school supplies at the ballpark, donors receive one 2025 general admission ticket to either the game that night or any game the rest of the season. The Pippins have 8 games left. Bring your school supplies down to the ballpark and help donate to the Yakima School District. Couple of young fans in the crowd today, waiting for the fireworks afterward. Gulo even in the count 1-1. Another great cause that the Pippins help support. Of course, back to school shopping can be one of the bigger financial burdens on a family. Schools tend to ask students to have their own supplies, and then, of course, the communal supplies that is shared with the rest of the class. Of course, ever since COVID, you see a lot more individual supplies. And for some of those larger families, it can add up pretty quickly. So please consider coming out to the ballpark, donating some school supplies. And Gulo puts it in play out to short. Soto Jr. on a hop. Routine play for the shortstop for out number 1. I know what it's like to be short on school supplies. My mom was a teacher all the time. She'd tell me all these stories about kids not coming to class prepared. Now, of course, she taught middle school and high school for a long time, and so it's more on their responsibility. But she knows a lot of the elementary teachers at those schools. That's where it affects most families, is those younger kids. And so please consider coming out to the ballpark. You'll get to take in a Pippins game for free if you donate $10. Each $10 donation, I believe, is good for 1 ticket voucher. You won't want to miss the end of the season. 8 home games left after today. Kyler Bittner behind in the count 0-1. Bittner 1 for 2 today with an RBI single back in the 3rd. It's now 0-2. The breaking ball catches the bottom of the zone. You heard Coach DeGallier talking in the pregame about how the Pippins continue to serve the community. It's not just about baseball. 0-2, down and away. Of course, the Pippins have their last skills camp of the season coming up. I believe that is the last week of July, from the 29th through the 31st. Boys and girls, no experience necessary, can come learn from the Pippins. Bittner's worked the count back to even, 2-2. Of course, Alzheimer's Awareness Night was back in the month of June against the Corvallis Knights. Two called strike 3. That one caught the inner edge. 2 away here in the 5th. Bittner strolls off frustrated, as now Ethan Hogan will stand in. Well, since that big 3rd inning, it's been relatively quiet. Pippins did put up a run in the bottom of the 4th to get us to the score we're at now, 7-4. Hogan started off with ball 1. Ethan's grounded out to Petey Soto Jr. at short twice. The second one drove home a run back in the third inning. Even count 1-1. There's that bigger strike zone to left-handed hitters. So that holds true from a few innings earlier. It has been consistent. One back to Soto Jr. again. Ethan Hogan's grounded out to the shortstop all 3 times. That time, it's the bookend of a 1-2-3 frame for the Portland Pickles. We go to the 6th. Pippins still lead by 3.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about Westside Pizza?
I love Westside Pizza.
I love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
Westside Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. Westside Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Welcome back to the Orchard, top of the 6th inning, 7-4. The Pippins are in front as the Portland Pickles send out their 8, 9, and 1 hitters for the top of the 6th. Portland comes into today 28-6 overall, 7-2 in the second half, sitting 1 game back on the Corvallis Knights, who currently with an 8-1 record in the second half are looking to take that second half spot and make their way to the playoffs yet again under Brooke Knight. Let's take a look around the rest of the West Coast League as everybody back in action after the All-Star break. Bottom of the 7th inning at Chemeketa Baseball Field, where the Pippins will go next. The Walla Walla Sweets and the Marion Berries tied at 7. As a poke out towards right by Stewart is going to find foul territory for strike number 2. Top of the 8th inning in Kelowna, the Falcons lead the Port Angeles Lefties 8-2 up there at Elks Stadium. Down on the campus of Oregon State, Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Drifters currently lead the Corvallis Knights 6-5 in the top of the 6th inning. Bottom of the 8th in Joe Martin Field, where the All-Star game was just played. The Victoria Harbor Cats, who will be hosting the All-Star game the next 2 seasons, currently lead the Bellingham Bells 10-0 in the bottom of the 8th inning. A little bit of a beatdown from the 2 All-Star hosts. Top of the 8th inning at Paul Thomas Senior Stadium, the Wenatchee Apple Sox lead the Nanaimo Night Owls 9-1. Top of the 5th down in Bend, the Cowlitz Black Bears and the Bend Elks knotted at 7. 1-2 downstairs. The only game that's gone final so far was Edmonton hosting Kamloops. They won 5-3 up there at Remax Field. 2-2 to Connor Stewart. Poked on the right side again. Hogan dives. It's off the end of his glove and into right field. Leadoff single here in the 6th. Second hit of the night for Connor Stewart. That brings up Zane Garvey. 0 for 1 tonight, was hit by a pitch and then doubled off in the 4th. Been a lot of action up at the batter's box. First pitch, a strike right there on the inner black. Of course, that game down in Bend, they were dealing with some smoke in the air. In fact, there was an inside the park home run by one of the Baseball Bat Bros members who was on the squad for their non-league game because the left fielder couldn't see the baseball through the haze. We've got clear skies here as Zane Garvey is even in the count 1-1. Breaking ball fouled off. That'd be tough to play through, that haze. You remember a couple of years ago when the Yankees had to postpone a game because of the wildfire smoke coming down from Canada? You know it's bad when New York City has to cancel a game for haze. Swing and a miss on the 1-2 pitch. Garvey down on strikes. Seth Mahler's got 2 Ks in the bag so far.
The shortstop, Petey Soto Jr.
Petey Soto Jr. for the 4th time tonight. Fly out, walk, and a ground out. Good breaking ball to start the at-bat. Seth's starting to mix in that slider here in the 6th. It was mainly fastball and then changeup in the 4th and 5th. Now that he's through the order one time, looks like he saved that good slider for these Portland Pickles hitters. Swing and a miss made Soto Jr. look silly. We'll see if Petey goes fishing again, and we'll see if Seth comes back with another slider. Instead, it's a fastball, fouled up against the railing for the Yakima Valley Pippins. There are a few bodies down in the Pippins bullpen. Nobody throwing yet. Seth appears to be in very long relief today, after Ian Fisher was only able to go 3. Upstairs, still ahead in the count. Buckley can't see the plate. He'll wipe it off for Dave Canales. Seth's longest outing came way back on June 10th, 4 1/3, only giving up 1 run on 3 hits. Unable to dot the corner there. It's now a 2-2 count. The last 3 outings for Seth have all been 3 innings or more. July 4th against Walla Walla went 3 innings, actually took the loss. 3 2/3 against Springfield, and then 3 against Bend. Now ball 3 to run the count full with only 1 out. Mahler got ahead 0-2. Now he has fallen into a full count. Stewart with his lead at first. Unable to finish off the at-bat. The wheels of Soto Jr. aboard for the 2nd time tonight. So Joey Wright represents the tying run for the Portland Pickles. Eddie Kribbe going to head out to talk with Seth Mahler. The rest of this weekend here at home for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Tomorrow will be Surprise Saturday. You won't want to miss it. You got to come to the ballpark to figure out what the surprise will be. And then, of course, on Sunday will be Sunday Fun Day. Kids can run the bases following the game, test their arm at the speed pitch location. And then the Pippins hit the road for 6 games straight. They did have a 6-game road trip already this month, but they did come home in the middle of it. That was that Walla Walla to Springfield trip. This one will be 6 straight, no breaks. 3 in Salem against the Marion Berries, and then 3 in Corvallis against the Knights. First pitch to Joey Wright misses for ball one. I'm actually really looking forward to the 6-game trip. Excited to visit Salem for the first time. Get to see the newest team in the West Coast League. It's now 2-0. Also excited to visit Corvallis and take in a couple of games at Goss Stadium, home of the Oregon State Beavers. Mahler looking for the strike zone. It's on the ground, foul. Joey Wright, 2-1 in the count. On the day, 1 for 2. Singled back in the fourth, but was left stranded. Grounded out back in the first. Two-1 on the ground to Luna. He's going to step on his bag for one. Strong throw across in the dirt. Varney digs it, but not in time. The Pippins do get the lead runner, and there are 2 away. Good idea for Luna to get the lead runner at least. Strong throw, but not in time. Runners remain at first and second. Tony Otis, the last hope in the 6th for Portland. Swing and a miss. Big pitch and big cut by Otis. Otis knows that the wheels of Josh Schleicher is scheduled to hit third in this inning. Wow. He knows the wheels of Petey Soto Jr. standing there at second in scoring position. Another big cut. Trying to poke something to the outfield for him, but Seth's got him all out of his funk right now. Otis 1 for 3 today. Grounded out last time up to third base. 0-2 fouled at the plate. Buckley unable to hold on. Not a bad idea going at the fastball in the upper third of the zone. Here in a pitcher-friendly ballpark, you're not afraid to give up a deeper fly ball. Seth Mahler with a world of opportunities ahead in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Curveball, line drive over the glove of Greg Luna. This one's tracking towards the Pippins bullpen. 1 run is home. Here comes the trail runner. This is Joey Wright. The throw will be held on to at short. And Portland pulls within 1 on the RBI double by Tony Otis. A fastball taken right down the line. Otis able to bring his Pickles back within 1, and that will be the end of the line for Seth Mahler. A good 2 2/3 in relief as he will give way to Jackson Burtis next. You're watching Pippins Baseball.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
What's your pizza?
West Side pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza. Saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
Jackson Burtis enters for the Yakima Valley Pippins, the 6'4", 215 right-hander from Pierce College, making his 11th appearance on the season. Pitched in 13 2/3 innings in the regular season with 5 strikeouts to 9 walks, a 7.90 ERA. Last time out against the Springfield Drifters, pitched an inning, giving up 2 runs, only one of it earned, 3 hits and 1 walk. Longest outing of the season was the game prior against the Marion Berries. Went 4 2/3, did give up 5 runs on 7 hits, walked 3, and struck out 1. Dylan Self cleans off the plate up there, the rubber. Hope the plate's not on the mound. He has a runner at second base. He inherits from Seth Mahler. That's Tony Otis. Bryson Glasgow was hit the last time up. First pitch swinging and into foul territory, out of play. Well, one thing's for certain tonight is it will definitely be dark enough for our fireworks show. We're in the top of the 6th inning. We are 2 hours and 7 minutes into this game. Burtis evens the count up, 1-1. Unlike the All-Star game, which actually got done relatively quickly, 2 hours and 40 minutes of playing time up there at Joe Martin Field. 1-1 bounces in. Good stop by Buckley. The fireworks show took place right as the twilight was kind of setting in, kind of what the lighting level is right now. Dark enough you can see them, but not as dark as you'd like it to be. Two one downstairs. You don't want to walk the leadoff batter and put 2 aboard for Josh Schleichart. One swing of the bat could change this game from him. 3-1, dribbler back over the mound. Hogan backs up. Throw across is in time to retire Bryson Glasgow. Seth Mahler gives up 2 runs, but the Pippins still lead 7-6 as we go to the bottom of the 6th.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Yakima Valley clinging to a 1-run lead after giving up 2 runs there in the top of the 6th inning. The bottom third of the order will look to re-extend the lead. Ethan Buckley due up first. Bucks 1 for 2 today. A single that drove in a run back in the 3rd. First pitch driven out towards center field. Coming in Otis. He will have enough speed to make the catch. As Barnes continues to work, 1 pitch and 1 out here in the 6th. Sam Moore, 0 for 2 today, a pair of strikeouts. Moore still looking for that first hit. Redshirted with YVC just up the road. Now we'll be playing at Lassen College. First pitch a strike. Good majority of his family sitting right behind home plate. One of his family members with the phone out, ready to record that first hit. Moore, 6'1", 200. Again, a native of Spokane, not too far away. Slices one right at Koshi Arai, who gets out of the way in time. As now Dave Canales is going to usher Arai into the dugout. Pippins have not had too many close encounters over there, but that is not the way you want Koshi Arai's summer to end. One-two to the switch hitter Moore. Swing and a miss. Pickles pitching has given him the hat trick today. 3 strikeouts, all of them swinging for out number 2. Jack Varney, the last hope here in the 6th. He's had a good day. On base both times, a triple, a walk, and 2 runs scored. First pitch strike. Varney attending Westcliff University. Was in the community college ranks the year before. Even in the count here, 1-1. Has looked good since joining the Pippins. That .269 batting average helping give Julian Angulo a few more days off at first. He's also played right field some. 1-1 down and in. Two balls and a strike. Now, I'm not supposed to mention TrackMan data with the strike zone, but that pitch registered it right over the heart of the plate. As I believe my TrackMan is frozen, as Varney will ground out to end the inning. So I'll get that sorted out so that we're accurate and we get ready for the late innings. 7-6 here at the Orchard. 3 innings left.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Another debut for the Yakima Valley Pippins as Cale Hammer makes his first appearance for Yakima Valley. Most recently at Gonzaga, currently in the portal. Didn't play in 2024, redshirting his freshman season, and then pitched 1 1/3 innings over 3 games this last season with the Bulldogs. Pitched on February 28th against BYU, March 11th at Utah Tech, and then April 29th at Washington State. Now, those last 2 appearances did not record an out. But that does mean he has faced Petey Soto Jr., who unfortunately is not due up until 7th in this inning. He will have to face Josh Schleichart. A lefty-righty matchup. First pitch catches the inner part of the plate. Schleichart missed a home run here in a swirling wind ballpark. Flying out to Dylan Anderson on the warning track in left center field. Hammer, a native of Snohomish, Washington, attended Snohomish High School. There you see the West Coast League's home run leader. 1-1 in near the eyes. Was a 2-time Wesco League MVP, was Hammer. Also first team All-State accolades as a 4-year starter. Pop fly, shallow right. Chasing it back is Hogan. Coming in is the new right fielder Moore, who makes the catch. A mix of traffic out there in right field, but the out is recorded. That's a dangerous play nearing that Bermuda Triangle type area. You see Moore coming in, had the better read. Hogan gives way. As now Portland is going to bring one of their power hitters off the bench. Luis Castillo from the Dominican Republic will pinch hit for Nolan Stoll, which in the situation makes sense, but Nolan Stoll 2 for 3 today, 2 singles, a run scored, an RBI, and a stolen base. So the Pickles elect for power to try and tie the game versus a little bit of a touch-and-go hitter. Castillo takes ball 1. Mark Magdaleno wants to tie this game now, not have to work for it. Castillo takes ball 2. I remember down in Portland when Castillo was taking batting practice, routine fly balls would clear the wall because it's a very short left field fence, both in height and in distance. There's a strike. Hammer able to get back into the count, 2-1. Castillo does have 4 home runs on the season, 17 RBI here in his 25th game from Santo Domingo. 2-1, driven out towards right. Moore ranging back. He's at the wall. He's looking up, and this game is tied. The pinch hit power pays off for Mags. And it's a brand new ball game, 7 apiece in the 7th inning. 101 off the bat, 389 over the wall. You see the flag standing still on that replay. As now time going to be called. The elbow guard of Castillo still hanging out at the batter's box. Well, you brought him in for power, and he did his job. Now 5 home runs on the season for Luis Castillo. But the ball game's still tied. As now Woldridge will send one out to center field. Anderson makes the catch for out number 2. You can forget everything I said about Portland's ballpark being small. That ball was gone. 389 is pretty good in just about every ballpark you play in. Brings up the catcher, Connor Stewart. Takes ball one from Hammer. Yakima Valley will have their top of the order due up after the stretch. So as long as Hammer can keep it tied, you feel good going into the bottom of the 7th. Hammer's touching 88 with the fastball, also has a breaking ball. He mixes in from that left-handed throwing motion. Fouled straight back. It's now 2-1. Stewart today is 2 for 3 as well, just like Nolan Stoll was. Pair of singles and RBI. Nearly clips him. It's now 3 balls and a strike. That was the slider at 78 miles an hour. Three-one pitch. Ball 4. Connor Stewart keeps the inning alive, drawing a 2-out walk. Brings up Zane Garvey. Garvey's 0 for 2 today in his regular season debut. Again, played in that non-league contest yesterday. First pitch, a strike. Trying to find Garvey's numbers from that game yesterday. As that is strike 2. That was a game that Portland won 20-5 over the Gresham Gray Wolves. Garvey went 2 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBI. 0 for 2 today, and now he's 0 for 3. Hammer picks up his first strikeout, and it sends us to the stretch. Tie ball game. To the bottom of the 7th we go.
Yeah, tequila makes her clothes. One of the hottest names in country, Joe Nichols. Live in concert, July 27th, 8 p.m., Legends Event Center.
Yeah, like I was nodding right along to a song on the radio. Yeah.
On sale now at Ticketmaster.com and Legends Gift Shop.
Somewhere sunny.
Joe Nichols, live.
The highly anticipated Sage Spa at Legends Casino Hotel is now open and taking reservations, offering massage therapy, body treatments, manicures, pedicures, facials, saunas, and more. Plus, the only spa facility to offer wet and dry wellness pods in the entire Northwest. Call the Sage Spa at Legends now to make your reservation for the ultimate relaxation experience.
All knotted up here at 7 after a Luis Castillo pinch hit solo home run. I had talked about his power coming in. Now 5 home runs on the season for Castillo. As now the top of the order for the Pippins will continue to face Barnes. Staying in this game, now working in his 3rd full inning, 2 1/3 under his belt already. Dylan Anderson is 2 for 3 today. He's scored 2 of the Pippins' 7 runs. As now Jim Hopple will have a chat with Dave Canales. I think the PitchCom system was not working quite right. And so while the catcher Stewart went and warmed up Barnes, Hopple was trying to figure it out. The way that works, it's basically just a receiver, kind of like a walkie-talkie that feeds into the ear of Stewart. The coach calling the pitches from the dugout can radio in the pitch he wants. Don't have to use signs. Less likely that the upcoming pitch will be stolen. Anderson fouls the first pitch back. It's a neat system. You can have automated ones that feed into the batter's ear with a device they wear in their cap. A 1, foul, back towards the press box and right over the wall that separates the stands from about a 30-foot drop. Anderson behind in the count, 0-2. Pippins looking to retake the lead. Staying alive. It was an aggressive comeback for the Pippins in the bottom of the third, down 4-1. They scored 5 runs to give themselves the advantage, then tacked on an insurance run in the fourth to make it 7-4. Portland has scored 3 unanswered. Upstairs, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anderson sitting on 39 hits now. The next base knock will be his 40th. On the ground to first, off the glove of Glasgow and into right field. Anderson not stopping. He will pull up into second. Leadoff batter aboard. The Pippins trying to get the lead right back. Going to see this one on the ground. Takes a high hop on Glasgow over at first as they give that a double for Dylan Anderson. Second double of the night. Greg Luna hits next. A single, an RBI ground out, and a strikeout today. First pitch ball. Barnes still unleashing the fastball at 87 miles an hour. A few bodies now start to pounce around the Pickles bullpen. Luna skies one. Shallow right. Schleichart ranging. He's on the line. He makes the catch. Anderson thought about tagging, but will stay put. That was a long run for Josh Schleichart. Able to use his wheels to his advantage. Picks up out number 1. Now Zechariah Samayoa. Again, has reached on 2 fielders' choices, has scored once. Grounded out back in the 4th to end the inning. Swing and a miss. Zech's been swinging first pitch a lot tonight. Barnes trying to work through 3 innings now. Cut out a slider. It's now 0-2. Samayoa trying to make an instant impact after joining the team at around 3 o'clock this afternoon. That's when he arrived to the ballpark. Oh, 2 fouled away. McGuire went 2 1/3. Umlaut went 1 1/3. Barnes trying to help save the Pickles bullpen for the final 2 games of this series. Another 0-2 pitch on the way. Fouled off the inside part of the plate. Count remains 0-2. Julian Angulo waits on deck. He's got 2 RBI today. Barring a funky double play, he'll get a chance to hit. 0-2 spat on. Count now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Zek's one goal right now is to get Anderson to third. You'd love to bring him home, but as long as you put him 90 feet away for Angulo, you know you've done your job. 0-2 dotted, strike 3 called. Samayoa down on strikes, and there's 2 away. So now Angulo bats. Julian has 11 RBI on the season after his first 2 plate appearances. Drove home a run. Led off the inning in the 5th and grounded out to Petey Soto Jr. Barnes has been looking stellar out on the mound for Portland in relief. To this point, has not surrendered a run. Gulo takes strike 2. Maybe a touch outside. But again, the strike zone has been expanded on the outside part of the plate to both righties and lefties. Dylan Anderson stands at second after a leadoff double. 0-2. Similar spot. That one's called ball 1. Barnes is fired up. He got that fastball up to 90 miles an hour. We haven't seen him touch 90 yet tonight. Now a 1-2 from the Pickles righty off the end of the bat. Staying alive is Julian Angulo. All it takes is a little poke to the outfield. Anderson with 2 outs will be running hard on contact. All knotted at 7. 1-2. Angulo, dribbler out to second. Garvey, high hop, falling backwards. The throw across is in time, and that retires the side. We get through 7 innings, tied at 7 apiece. To the 8th we go.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
That little girl was a few minutes ago just enjoying her summer, laying out across the bleachers, now hoping for a clean inning of defense for the Yakima Valley Pippins. Les Schwab Tires and the Yakima Valley Pippins have paired up to Pack a Backpack, help students in our community in need of school supplies next year. For every $10 donation at the ballpark from now until the end of the season, you'll receive a general admission ticket for free to either that night's game or a future Pippins game this season. We have 8 home games left after tonight. Help us out. Pack a Backpack, thanks to our friends at Les Schwab Tires and Fred Meyer. First pitch is upstairs to Petey Soto Jr. Hammer is still throwing for the Yakima Valley Pippins. There is some left-handed action up in the bullpen for the boys in green and white. If Hammer gets into any trouble, I suspect we will see Pearson Pollard, who is warming up for Yakima Valley. Of course, Pearson would much rather come in a clean inning. That clean inning being the 9th, looking for a potential save. Swing and a miss on the looping changeup. It was 77 miles an hour. Could have been a slider. Either way, Soto Jr. was fooled. Hammer's 1-2. Popped up into right field. Long run for Moore. Ranging towards the line. In fair territory up against the fence. Makes the catch for out number 1. Moore's looked good out there in right. And speaking of right, Joey Wright, spelled a different way. Stepping up for his 5th trip. Seven all here at the Orchard. Hammer misses upstairs for ball 1. Wright playing third base today. Can play other parts of the infield if need be. We'll see if he is called upon at all with the absence of Kyle McDaniel. 2 of the All-Stars for the Pickles on the field currently, when they will be out in the bottom of the 8th. Hammer behind in the count, 3-0. I would expect the Pippins to see Ryder Edwards, one of the 2 All-Star pitchers, at some point this series. Dylan Smith as well. Both of them pitched very well in the All-Star game back on Wednesday. Smith went an inning, giving up a hit and nothing else. Edwards pitched the final inning, went without a hit. As Hammer misses downstairs, one out walk to Joey Wright. The home crowd has not appreciated Dave Canales' strike zone today. As Tony Otis steps in, single and double today, 2 RBI. Inside, ball 1. I can promise you that it is frustrating, but it has been consistent. That low pitch and the outside pitch have consistently been called strikes for most of the night. So as a player and a coach, you have to look at that and understand that's where the strike zone is tonight. The numbers and the metrics and all the digital technology we have now can tell us otherwise, but at the end of the day, because we don't have ABS capabilities, that is the call that is made, and it has to stand. Game of adjustments here in the late part of a Friday night. Swing and a miss. Count now 2 balls and a strike. A stray baseball from the Pickles bullpen found its way onto the warning track, as now Moore will retrieve that. Time called. A timer violation will be issued to the pitcher, Hammer. Getting the explanation from Dylan Self. Has a buzzer on his waist. There's only one field in the West Coast League besides Corvallis that has a visible pitch clock. That is down in Walla Walla, at least in the South Division. Towering shot out towards the deepest part of the park. Dylan Anderson ranges over and makes the catch for out number 2. Brings up Bryson Glasgow. Hit by a pitch in the 5th, grounded out to end the 6th. Overall on the day is 0 for 3. Big cut by Glasgow. Hammer blew it by him. It was Fisher who went 3. Seth Mahler went 2 2/3. Jackson Burdish bridged the gap with 1 out in the 6th to get it to Cale Hammer. So the runner goes. The pitch is outside. The throw down. The tag applied in time. Dylan Self took his time, made sure to see the out. As we will head to the bottom of the 8th. Take one more look on the strong throw from Ethan Buckley. Tag applied just in time. To the bottom 8 we go.
Legends Casino Hotel's Summer of Games rolls on with our Chariots of Cash drawings. Join us for the first 4 Thursdays in July. We are handing out over $16,000 each night. But hold on to your horses because on July 31st, we're giving out cash and a new Ford truck. Just use your Legends Rewards card to earn entries. With the new 2025 Ford Maverick up for grabs, maybe we should have called it Maverick of Cash. No, Chariots of Cash is a better name, but that truck, definitely a better ride.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
At Cascade Natural Gas, we help smart businesses cover their bases. Old, new, and in between. No matter the age of your building, they all benefit from energy-efficient choices. Cascade Natural Gas offers a long list of incentives for energy-efficient upgrades. Upgrades that save your business money every day. Become one of the many Cascade business owners benefiting from the quality, comfort, and savings of energy-efficient upgrades. Join Team Energy Efficiency and take advantage of rebates from Cascade Natural Gas.
Our next telecast will be tomorrow, Saturday, July 19th, for Game 2 between the Portland Pickles and the Yakima Valley Pippins. The game will start at 6:35 p.m. Pippins pregame presented by Washington's Lottery on the air at around 6:25. We'll see if one of these two teams will be going for the series win tomorrow, as we're currently in a tie ball game, 7-7. Beautiful setting sun. Last little shades of pink hanging out over in the direction of Mount Rainier. Pippins have the 5, 6, and 7 part of their order due up. Kyler Bittner, Ethan Hogan, and Ethan Buckley. You would love to see the Pippins push across a run and then go for the save and the win in the top of the 9th inning. Looks like Pearson Pollard has sat down. Garen Gertler has grabbed a baseball. So the Pippins looking to go with a right-hander in the 9th inning after Hammer completed his 2 innings of work. We'll see if he goes out. Probably depends on the situation. Bittner ahead in the count, 2-0. Kyler today is 1 for 3. Singled back in the 3rd, drove home a run. Also stole a base in that inning. 2-0, driven out towards the right center field gap. Schleichart going back, reaches up, it's over his head. Kyler Bittner turns around first. He will stop at second with the strong throw from Schleichart. A leadoff double in back-to-back innings. The Pippins getting something cooking. This ball stung off the bat. Another 95-mile-an-hour exit velo. Schleichart gave it his best effort, but it got over his head. Haven't even mentioned yet that Bittner greeted the new pitcher for the Portland Pickles pretty rudely. Nick Bacura from Manhattan Beach, California is the new arm. Attending San Francisco. This is his 9th game he's worked in. He does have 3 saves. Bunt popped up, but this one is right near the press box. Hogan with strike 1. Coach DeGallier telling Hogan to get the bunt down from that third base coaching box, trying to get Bittner 90 feet away with only 1 out. Back here at 5'11", 200. Only 6 1/3 innings worked through those 8 games. Throw goes to second. On the day, Hogan is 0 for 3 with 3 ground outs to the shortstop. One of them did drive home a run. Corners creep. Hogan takes upstairs. A throw goes down to second from the catcher's spot. Backer's last time out was July 12th. Pitched an inning against the Ridgefield Raptors, struck out 2 and earned the save. Pitch away. Hard for Hogan to get a bunt down if the new pitcher Backer is going to instead feed him pitches out of the zone. Scoreboard reads 2 balls and a strike. Bunt pulled back for strike 2. One thing about Backer, he does have a decent arm, 91 on the fastball. Scott Hogan at 2-2. And now strike 3. Right there on the outer black. Hogan unable to get the runner advanced. It'll be up to Ethan Buckley with 1 out. Buck today does have a single back in the 3rd. First pitch ball, 90 miles an hour. Gertler continues to warm up for Yakima Valley. Ethan Buckley trying to be the hero again. Drove in the 2 runs in the 8th inning a couple of weeks ago. He sends a shallow shot into right field in front of Schleichart to put runners at the corners. The ball nearly gets away at second base. But now the go-ahead run 90 feet away. Buckley just took where this pitch was and served it into right field. Take a look at this. Middle, a little bit late, but enough to get the runner advanced. Perfect opportunity for Sam Moore to end his strikeout streak. But instead, another new face, Garen Guler, outfielder from Yakima Valley College, will get a chance to hit. Guerin will be a sophomore, swings and misses at the first pitch. From Natchez, Washington, just up the road on Highway 12. Big opportunity for him. Tries to bunt, but unable to get the bat back. And so now he's behind in the count 0-2, needing to protect. Jack Varney is waiting in the on-deck circle. Pippins just need one run. A play put on by the catcher, Stewart. I would think with how aggressively that Gertler is warming up, he will be in the ninth no matter what. 7-7 tie, no balls, 2 strikes. Outside. Guler able to continue the at-bat. Knows this town well, was at Yakima Valley College this last season. One-two, swing and a miss. Unable to catch up to 90 miles an hour. 2 strikeouts by Bakura, who did have some success against Yakima Valley had he pitched in the game. I am mistaken. I must be thinking of someone else. Last hope for the Pippins here in the 8th is Jack Varney. Not a bad guy to have up. Triple and a walk, he's scored twice. Misses inside, runner takes off. The throw is cut off by the pitcher. That was a designed play. Buckley able to successfully steal second. Ethan kind of stopped halfway through, making sure that that ball was indeed cut off. Called strike number 1, evens the count. All sorts of plays like that. I think Bakura almost gave it away by dropping down to his knees. That's strike 2, outside third. So Jack needing to protect here, down in the count. Home crowd waiting to erupt with the go-ahead run, standing 90 feet away. The pitch hits the hands of Jack Varney. And what's the call here? Did it hit the end of the bat? It did. That's what Dave Canales is calling. He's calling it a foul ball. Varney did all he could to get out of the way. But in the end, that hit the bottom of the bat. A 91-mile-an-hour fastball in on the hands. That's a tough break to catch. 1 ball and 2 strikes after the foul ball. Two runners in scoring position. The pitch to Jack. Called strike 3 on the inner third. Both inside and outside were given on that at-bat, and Bakura strikes out the side. We go to the 9th inning, tied at 7 here at the Orchard.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
What do you want?
It's just not that easy.
What do you want? Seafood? Mediterranean? What do you want?
Hey guys, what about West Side Pizza?
I love West Side
I
Pizza.
love West Side. I love West Side.
Yeah, the Hawaiian's great.
Let's do pizza.
West Side Pizza?
Yeah.
Problem solved. Gross. West Side Pizza, saving relationships since 1996.
The new Sage Spa is now open at Legends Casino Hotel, offering a variety of invigorating and relaxing options. Call the spa now to book your reservation and prepare to be pampered.
The right-hander from Georgia Gwinnett College, Garen Gertler, enters the game for the Pippins. Pitched an inning against the Bend Elks on July 13th. Gave up 4 hits and faced 6 batters, but did not give up a run. Struck out 1. You go back to that June 13th game. Gertler came in the 6th, gave up 3 straight hits, got a 7-2 putout at second base after a single fell in front of Jake Porter. Struck out the next batter with 2 aboard. Gave up another hit to Reeve Boyd to load the bases and then got a ground out to second base to end the inning. And so Gertler will be tasked with this 9th inning, the top of the 9th. Bryson Glasgow, Josh Schleichart, and Luis Castillo getting ready to try and give the Pickles a 1-run lead at least. Glasgow was in the batter's box when Joey Wright was caught stealing to end the 8th inning. So he will get a fresh count here. Still 0 for 3. First pitch nearly hits him. Dave Canales says it didn't. A little bit of a foolish drop of the bat from Glasgow. We've seen both sides do that tonight. Trying to sell a hit by pitch. Swing and a miss. High heat from Gertler. 91 out of that right arm. Goes from the windup here in the top of the 9th inning. Poke out into right field, down for a hit. First chance for Guler. Bounces off of him. A strong throw going to come in. It is offline. And so Glasgow turns a routine single into a hustle double. And the go-ahead run is in scoring position. Going the opposite way. Was definitely late on the fastball. Guler stays in the game as they actually do give that a single and an error. Here's Josh Schleichart. Did he offer at the first pitch? No. It's 1 ball, no strikes. First error committed by either team tonight. Right field. Karen Guler, when you come into the game, typically the baseball will find you. Pitch bounces in. It's now 2-0. Gertler going to pitch carefully to Josh Schleichart, but you can't be too careful because Luis Castillo is waiting in the on-deck circle. (2-0) on the ground. Luna able to keep it in front. The throw across is high, and it sails all the way to the backstop. Varney will have to pick it up and not have a throw home. And the second error of the inning costs the Pippins the lead. Josh Schleichart able to pull through, even if he doesn't get credit for the hit. The timely hitting and the timely plate appearances continue to benefit that man committed to play at Oregon. Luna did everything right at third, kept it in front, and then just rushed the throw. Now time called. Conversation being had between Garrett DeGallier and Dave Canales. Fouled back by Castillo. He was trying to give the Pickles a 3-run advantage. Some warring fan bases. A couple of Pickles fans have made the trip. It continues to get tense here at the Orchard. Nobody out. Castillo lays off the 0-1. So the Pippins will need at least 1 run when we get to the bottom of the 9th in order to extend the game deep into the night. There's a strike. It's now 1-2 to Castillo. Nobody out here in the top of the 9th inning. Yakima Valley will have the top of the order due up in their half of the 9th. Time called. Castillo will step out. Now ready to go. Gertler fires it home. Corked down the left field line, and forget about it. 2 plate appearances and 2 home runs for Luis Castillo as the Pickles retake a 3-run lead. .110 off the bat of Luis Castillo, 375 feet. And that is why he is in the baseball game. First pitch strike to Braden Woldridge. Still nobody out here in the top of the 9th. Now 1-1 after Gertler misses outside. Even with the short fence, that ball would have been long gone just about anywhere in this ballpark. Foul tip hung on to by Buckley. Gertler searching for that first out here in the 9th. On the ground to second. Hogan misplays it. He won't have a throw to first, and still nobody out in the top of the 9th. The Pippins played 8 innings without an error and now have committed 3 in the top of the 9th. Gage Reeser sick today, unable to play the middle infield. Hogan at second. He's played third also. Bunt is foul at the dish. caught a piece of the batter Stewart while he was still in that right-hand batter's box. That was dangerously close to being an out right in front of the plate. Ten to 7 here in the top of the ninth. Still nobody out. Stewart gets the bunt down the line. This one's trickling. It's still trickling. It is foul. Able to ride off the grass into foul territory. So now I would think all bets are off on a bunt. Down in the count, 0-2. A reminder, fireworks to follow today's contest. Hope you'll stick around and watch the explosives. Oh, 2 cut on and missed. Gertler finds the first out in the top of the ninth. Now double play gets you out of the frame, still in a manageable situation. Zane Garvey will be the hitter. Back-to-back plate appearances with a strikeout in the 6th and the 7th. Swing and a miss. Gertler uses the changeup with a nearly 3,000 spin rate. That pitch dances out of his right hand. On the ground, chance for Hogan, high hop, spins. Throw to Varney is in time. 2 down here in the inning. Brings up Petey Soto Jr. for the 6th time tonight. Officially 0 for 3, but both times that he has walked, he has scored. Pippins need 1 out to get their bats back to the plate. Fouled off the end of the bat towards the parking lot. No balls and a strike. Portland trying to continue a 4-game winning streak. They would stretch it to 5. Pippins trying to avoid dropping their 3rd straight game. There's a strike. Soto Jr. behind in the count. Gertler 1 pitch away from getting the bats back to work. Staying alive, Soto. Petey's batting average dropped, now down well below 300. He was at 299 to start today. 2 flyouts and a ground out. Another 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, the at-bat continues. For Yakima Valley in the bottom of the ninth, it'll be Dylan Anderson, Greg Luna, and then Zechariah Samayoa. One, two, foul territory. Varney ranges over, and he squeezes out number 3. Luis Castillo clobbers another home run to put the Pickles in front by 3. Yakima Valley needs 3 to tie and 4 to walk it off.
Save now with Bi-Mart's latest savings book. Watch for it in your mailbox. Find summer clearance savings in electronics, sporting goods, barbecue and patio, home goods, and more. Plus, save $3 on Tillamook beef jerky. Find 8 mega rolls of MD bath tissue for $5.99. Dello 1-gallon diesel engine oil is just $11.99. And get Skechers hands-free Swift Fit shoes for just $49.99. Summer clearance and store-wide 3-week savings are happening now at Bi-Mart since 1955.
Let's set the picture for you. Top of the 9th inning, Luis Castillo comes in, already a run home, and clobbers a 2-run home run to give the Pickles a 3-run lead. And now Yakima Valley will need at least 3 to extend the game, and then 4 to walk it off. They have Dylan Anderson, Greg Luna, and Zechariah Samayoa due up the top of the order. Bakura starts off the at-bat with a ball outside. Dylan Anderson is 3 for 4 today with 2 doubles. He has scored twice and has done the leadoff batter's job, getting on base ahead of his counterparts. Takes a strike there to even the count. Bakura trying to pick up a win. He is the pitcher of record. Currently does not have a record, 0-0. Does have 3 saves, though. Cut on and missed above the zone. It's 1-2. Unless the Pippins can come back from down 3, Garen Gertler is currently the pitcher of record for the Pippins. Bounces in. It's now 2-2. Another reminder, tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m., first pitch for Game 2 between the Pickles and the Pippins. And then Game 3 will be at 5:05 p.m. on Sunday for Sunday Fun Day before the Pippins hit the road for 6 games straight. Staying alive, Dylan Anderson. Able to just get a piece of that fastball. Looking to pick up his 4th hit of the day. Two. Called strike 3 in the zone on the outside part of the plate. Too close to take, you got to protect, and there's one away. Greg Luna up next, trying to make up for an error that gave the Pickles the lead in the top of the 9th. First pitch fastball downstairs. It's 1-0. Luna today is 1 for 4. Even in the count at the bottom of the zone. Nothing but fastballs from Bakura. when you've got one that dances at 91 as a closer, really don't need a secondary pitch. 90 miles an hour dotted on the inner third. You do want your secondary pitches just in case the opposing team starts tattooing your fastball, but as long as the fastball is working, why would you switch away from it? Stewart sets up outside. It was outside, 92 on the radar gun. Luna now into a 2-2 count. Pippins trying to avoid dropping to 9-28. Down and away. Another fastball and a full count. Flag standing still out in right center field. Payoff pitch. Poked out to second. Garvey able to scoop it. And the Pippins are down to their final out. Last hope will be Zechariah Samayoa. Zech on the day is 0 for 4. Some of his family in attendance. High and away, ball one. Zach, similarly to Colton LaFave, has some stellar facial hair game. Got that mustache working for him. He's even in the count 1-1. Even here in the 9th inning, the Dave Canales expanded strike zone continues, and it's been that way all night. Hitters have not seemed to adjust to it on both sides. Same spot, same result. That one maybe just a little bit farther out, but now the Pippins down to their final strike. Does Bakura triple up on the outside fastball? He did. And Samayoa swings through it to end the ball game. 5 strikeouts on the night for Bakura as the Portland Pickles come from a down 3 to a tie ball game to a 3-run lead and a 3-run win. Luis Castillo, the hero tonight for Portland, a pair of long balls, one of them that tied the game and one of them that extended the Pickles lead. We're 4.5 minutes away from fireworks. We'll do a short extended post game so that we can bridge the gap before the fireworks show. Stick around. We'll have those live. I will sign off before the fireworks show starts. And so don't be scared when you see the final credits graphic pop up. So some numbers today. Ian Fisher, in his last start as the Yakima Valley Pippin, goes 3 innings, gives up 4 runs. They were all earned, but his team gave him the lead right back, 5-4 after 3 innings of play, thanks to 9 batters coming to the plate in the 3rd inning. The Pippins would add on an insurance run in the bottom of the 4th, thanks to a leadoff triple by Jack Varney and then an RBI ground out by Greg Luna. And then the Pickles began their comeback. 2 runs in the 6th inning, 1 run in the 7th to tie it. That was Luis Castillo's first home run of the night. And then 3 runs in the top of the 9th inning. A single by Brian Glasgow, an error committed by Greg Luna at 3rd that allowed Schleichart to be on and Glasgow to score. And then the Luis Castillo 2-run shot, 110 off the bat to give the Pickles that 3-run lead. Game started at 7:05, finished at 10:24, as the Pippins now fall to 9-28 on the season. Portland improves to 8-2 in the second half and 29-6 overall as they lead the West Coast League overall standings. The Portland Pickles now on a 5-game win streak as they will go for the series win tomorrow. Yakima Valley is trying to snap now a 3-game losing streak after taking Game 1 against Bend before the All-Star break. The winning pitcher tonight is Bakura. The losing pitcher is Gertler. As the final score again, 10-7. That'll wrap up our coverage of Game 1 of this first 3-game series after the All-Star break. Remember to tune in tomorrow, 6:35 p.m. for Game 2 between the Yakima Valley Pippins and the Portland Pickles. For all of us associated with the Yakima Valley Pippins broadcast and the baseball club, I'm Harmon Johnson signing off for now, saying stay safe, have a great night,